We're not going to make the full round, but if I could hear from two, three volunteers or anyone else who wants to just write in chat. So we talked about Roma by the steering wheel. If you were driving a bus with Roma Changemakers, what song would be playing from the speakers now? Let's do it like, have you heard ever about the popcorn method? You know, like when you look at popcorn being made, you can't know which one pops out. So just pop out, anyone. Which song would be playing? Yeah,
We are
go.
the champions.
We Are the Champions. Great. Yeah. I assume by Queen or any other remix by a local Roma band or something. Anyone else? Which song would be playing on your bus? If not, then I will be playing what is it? Mommy Shark or something? Like the crazy song all children grow crazy about and then all adults hate it. Grandma Shark, Brother Shark, or whatever is it? I don't know.
Baby Shark.
Yeah, Baby Shark. Yeah.
Zoli is saying that Odikali Machkita.
Oh, the Kalimachkita. Yeah. I think that's popular only in Slovakia. So he would have to make it popular by singing out loud in front of everyone.
I guess I
Anyone?
would play Muroshavo from Roma band Tenerife.
Okay.
You know that.
Okay. I'm now thinking maybe we should create a Roma leadership program playlist on Spotify or something. What else would you put on the Spotify playlist?
I will go with the classic Chai Shukari. I think that will be good pushing team song, like to motivate while traveling.
Okay.
I would put a lot of Manele, Romanian Manele. If you know, you know.
Okay. Some local patriotism here. Yeah. So a lot of Roma music. Any other music?
I Will Survive.
I Will Survive. Yeah. Good.
Or Unstoppable
would-
by Sia. I'm sorry for interrupting someone.
No. That's the right popcorn.
It would either be
I don't
it would
think I
either
know the song.
be it would either be Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin or Highway to Hell by AC/DC.
I was thinking Highway to Hell as well, but now I'm thinking about I Want to Break Free from Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay. Yeah.
Do we have Serbians? Does anyone know SARS Perspectiva?
Yeah.
I'll play this one.
You see, even Alex is nodding, and Alex isn't Serbian, so
Nice.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this a lot. And actually, I
too.
will do a playlist.
I have one suggestion from Queen, Don't Stop Me Now.
okay. A lot of Queen actually playing on that bus.
I think we can add all the songs from Roma Force of Nature, the whole concert, the tour they made. So that will be also good.
I don't know it. What is it again? Roma Force for Nature?
Roma Force of Nature.
Roma
It's
Force of Nature.
orchestra that was having a concert, I think, in Serbia and Macedonia. It was from RFD. the
Also in
Roma-
Tirana.
Yes.
Okay, good. I'll try my YouTube searching skills after this. Yeah, great. One last song. Whoever says one last song. What will play as the last song before we get off the bus?
No Escape from Balkans.
No Escape from Balkans. That's the
Dubioso
what's their
Collective.
name? Yeah, Dubiosa Collective. I just thought like the yellow and black guys. What's their name? Yeah. Good, excellent. So I said I'm not going to test you, but I would still like to hear from you. Where are you in the course? But I don't want to put you on spot, anyone. So what we can do is still think about the steering wheel, about driving. Answer, like, imagine the course as a journey. Where are you on the map? And think like, I'm parked at the gas station. No more gas in my car. I'm halfway up a steep hill, or I don't know. I got off at a scenic stop and I haven't returned because I'm enjoying the view, or whatever. Anyone having a good poetic description about where they are in the course?
I'm making my very last step and I'm very close to tripping, but I think in the end I will land on my feet.
Cool. So it's like I'm thinking about it like when you follow the navigation on Waze or Google Maps or whatever you use, and then you see you are almost there, but you have no idea which house is it, where are you going, and so on, right? Like that kind of thing, So you are very near, but you don't know yet how this will end.
I see the house.
Lovely.
I see the foundations because I wrote the introduction to the final paper. But
Okay.
what will be the conclusions? I'm not sure yet.
Okay, excellent.
I
Thank
think
you.
that with Module 1, I learned how to drive, and now with the Module 2 already driving, so I'm on the road, but with Module 3 and 4, I will know where I'm driving exactly.
Okay, great. Anyone who is still looking for where the clutch is in the car?
I packed my stuff. I'm on the road, but I stopped for snacks on a gas station. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. If you need any further guidance, if you need to ask anyone at the gas station for what is the best road ahead or something, or there are any traffic jams or anything, just reach out anytime.
Thank you for the support.
Yeah.
I think I just had to refuel my car. So now I'm going like high speeds. It's like the last stretch, but it's a long last stretch. But we have a full tank, so we're good.
Yeah, excellent. Just keep enough water in the car too.
I think I had my check engine light in my board or something.
Oh, I've heard if it's an orange light, that's okay and you can continue. If it's a red light, you should really stop and call for assistance.
No, I think it's an orange one.
Okay, good. So the car will probably go in some emergency mode, but you can still drive 75 kilometers per hour and get to a safe spot. So do it.
So I reached the house. I just got a park. My tank is on 1%. So that's really how it is.
Do you need any assistance? Like, is there anything how we can we help you with the luggage from the car or anything? We're here. Look, so many hands.
I
Okay,
don't
think
know.
about it and let us know if you need a hand with anything.
Maybe for me, just when I entered the highway.
So Fatlum has just entered the highway. Good.
Right now, I think yes.
I didn't understand the last sentence. Can you please repeat it?
Yes, of course. For me right now, for example, I feel just to enter the highway.
You're just about to enter the highway. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Then good speed. Great. Yeah. we've had one more person. I've seen Sorina, but she's not here anymore. Otherwise, I think I've heard from everyone, right? Yeah, more or less. Oh, Jeliasco. Jeliasco looks a bit insecure, so he wants to share a bit more.
Yeah, I just got in my car from driving another car that is very similar.
Okay.
So yeah, let's say I'm all more from the halfway.
Okay. And the car is okay? It's a similar car, reliable, full tank.
Yes, almost a full tank now, but definitely not yesterday. Now it's better.
Okay.
Sorry,
Good.
I'm here now.
No worries.
Yeah.
So what about you? Where are you on the way?
For me, this module, I think I was driving with my handbrake like
Oh,
that.
okay.
But I hope this week I will put it down and I will drive well, I think. I hope so.
Yeah. Check the car if everything is okay, if the brakes aren't burnt or anything. And if everything is okay, step on the gas and full speed ahead. Yeah.
Okay, thank
And
you.
if anything is wrong with the car, reach out and talk to us. There are
I was in vacation, that's why.
no, but that come on, that's not like driving with the handbrake. That's like, I like the coffee at the petrol station, so I stayed for a bit. Or I needed more coffee from the petrol station, so I stayed for a few rounds. Or I met a friend at a petrol station, and suddenly we started talking, and it was 2 hours later.
I met all
We
my family from all the
yeah.
parts of the world, from USA, from Germany. So I didn't have time, but I hope I will have more time now.
Excellent. Yeah. No, I mean, I understand things happen, and also sometimes we need to recharge and all those things. So, as I said, like I believe together we will find a way how to conclude this module. And about the technical issues, as I said in the beginning, and I believe you've heard it also from Alex several times, or other colleagues leading their respective modules, that it's the first time. So we will be making mistakes. Please excuse us for that. Reach out to Alex, reach out to the technical support, and let us know. If you ever decide to come back and retake the whole course after 10 years, we believe it will be even in a better quality. So, yeah. Has everyone spoken, or do we have anyone whom I don't see and still wants to speak? Actually,
I'm the
Alina
last one, maybe.
Parnescu. Yeah? Oh, you haven't spoken? Oh, okay, sorry.
So I have started my journey well. Few bumps occurred, but right now I'm at a stop sign. But today I'm going to finally start again. So not really good with the Model 2, but I will try my best to finish it till Friday.
Cool. Reach out if you need any assistance or anything. If you don't understand, yeah, just let us know.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, I was looking at the people's names without without their cameras on. So I forgot that you haven't spoken, but now Boyan's camera is on, and let's check if his microphone is on too.
Let's try. Do you hear me?
He has a voice. He has a voice.
Oh my God. Hi,
Yeah. No, sorry. I just remembered that the last time it was like 1 hour for you of testing microphones. So
yeah. All the go out to testing my microphone. So glad to see all of you and this final session. So let's say the Model 1 as to just perspective like a bus. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like basically
Okay.
the whole idea is coming from, I want to know where you are in the course, but I don't want to like, ask you how many exercises have you finished or something. So I'm asking in a creative way, and you tell us if it was a road, a long road trip somewhere, where would you be now?
Well, actually, for now, it wasn't long. It was very, how could I say, aiming, and there was an aim to achieve the points, and it was really, it was very good journey. It was very interesting. I met myself. Now I am including your question from the previous session, whether I have something about to point out. And I can point out that the most eligible for me personally was to make myself better with really, like say, inspirable for me. But at firstly, it was something new for me, but on a phonetic way, on a way of like grammar, on the very good pillar and the statement of languages itself. So I can point out that, and also something that was very also suitable to me. It was lessons from the Anna Mirga and Roma Education Fund, considering I already collaborated with them and I don't know the way of their business and promoting the culture of Roma. So I see some new stuffs inside that they're achieving that works, and Anna Mirga just point out that and express on the session. So I can say that two points inside of the models was something that I can say was my cup of tea. So.
Great. So do you think you'll be able to finish? You have the energy, desire, everything that you need to finish the module 2? Yeah?
Yeah. Until Friday.
Yeah. If you need any further assistance or anything, reach out.
Okay, I'm trying. I'm gonna do my best.
Cool. Excellent. Have we heard from Fatlum and Alina? I see them on the call, both muted, both without cameras, so no. No.
So
Okay.
maybe try to join. I had a short break actually because of my brother's wedding. He just got married a few days ago, and
yeah, it's dangerous to drive after a wedding. Don't drive after a wedding.
even though I don't drink, so it's totally fine. I'm refueling from all the chaos that I was just doing the logistics of the wedding and stuff and people 450 and blah blah blah, this and that. So I'm back on track with the second module. And I think that in general, we all have the basis of where we are going all together. And now we can just shift that to our perspectives and to the network's basically perspective where we will find ourselves. And I believe that this module, even though I didn't went deeply into that, it will help us just explore our deep motivations and where we want to continue and contribute. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. Actually, that was something that I thought, maybe this is something that's very hard to do with the large group. If you like that should actually be part of the final essay when you are able to like put your thoughts together and think about like how the knowledge that you have gained so far is relevant for your work, how you can really use it. But if you think who was it? I think it was Slobodan who said that he started writing the final paper, the essay, and he has the introduction, but he doesn't know where it will be going. So if you're in a similar situation and you don't even like, not about like you don't know how to write it, but you don't even know where you are, like how what you have learned you can use in your work, how is it relevant, and so on. That could also be a good time to reach out. Maybe something to try is also like try starting it in the forum, because that is also where others will see it. I may try to respond to that and so on. If you want to do it individually, as I said, use my email. Send me an email. Responding in an email is easier for me than jumping on a call. But if you prefer speaking, then writing, we can do also that. So I really think this all may be really helpful if you internalize the knowledge and if you can use it for work, because I didn't get that support, so I'm trying to pay it forward and give you that support so that you can go faster, because it's good to be an activist, but it's also good to be an activist with management skills, leadership skills, and so on. So yeah, reach out if you think like, after watching a video, you feel like, what did I just watch? How is this connected to what I want to do? And maybe we talk and then you will say, yeah, I still don't think it's connected to my work. And that's absolutely okay. But if you think there is a chance that it may be connected, then I may be able to help you find the way to the topic. Yeah. Anyone still wants to tell us where they are? I don't know. As the pictures are constantly shifting, I don't know who spoke and who didn't. Yeah, Milita wants to tell us.
Yeah, I didn't say anything. I'm sorry. Um, about my journey with the second module. I would say I'm on my way to the top, and thinking about is it nitro or nitro? You know what I mean?
Nitrogen. Yeah. If you push it, the car just then goes like,
Yes, in the racing
it adds
games.
like 100 kilowatts additional or something.
Yes. But first I have to go back to one point that I skipped, and then I can turn on the nitro.
Yeah.
So it's good, I think. It's good.
Yeah. It's not quantum physics. We can't jump from one place to another. We have to follow the path, like it's in quantum physics, they say like, if a point was here and now is here, then you ask like, where was it in between? And they say, you have no idea. In quantum physics, you have no idea. It could have been anywhere. In classical physics, right? Like,
But
yeah.
here, yeah.
So you have to go through all of the modules. Like jumping doesn't make much sense here.
Do you mean in order? Because I skipped the
maybe they will. Yeah, sorry. Maybe they will make sense more. Still make sense if you jump from one another. But if you do them in a row, there is a certain logic in it. But like, I don't know. Like I would say, for instance, when I think of you know, the building of the vision and discussing the why, discussing the motivations. I think that's one of those that is quite critical to watch and read before you go further, because then the others will be more understandable for you from the point of motivations and so on.
I
If you,
understand
yeah.
what you want to say. No, I went through all of the lessons, but the assignments I meant.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
up to you. Yeah. Like if I see any contribution from you on the forum that will make no sense, I will secretly tell you.
Thank you for
I'll say,
telling me
hey,
secretly.
listen, there is no connection to whatever you said.
Thank you for being secretive about it.
Yeah.
It means a lot.
I won't even tell Alex. Don't worry.
Thank you. Remember, I'm a witch, so you should be careful with me.
Okay. Anyone else who still wants to speak and tell us how their motorcycle is riding up the hill or something? Okay. So, yeah, I wonder how much time we have, because we have Alex, we need your assistance. So what
Okay.
did you tell everyone? How long will it be?
An hour and a half. So we have like
Hour
a
and a
half
half.
an hour.
Okay. So, how about we talk a little more about leadership for, let's say, 15 minutes, and then we dedicate 15 minutes to any questions you may have or anything, and we try to conclude at 5:32 Central European time. Yeah, would that be okay? Okay. So as I said, I didn't want to make this about finishing the tasks, but more about like talking about how you feel about the individual sessions or even modules. So yeah, let's do that. Think of module 1 and 2 and give me again popcorn responses about how you think it is changing your approach to leadership. Has anything changed? Are you becoming a different type of leader after the first module and now wherever you are in the second module? Anyone wants to be the first popcorn?
I think for me, like with module 1, those were things that I was kind of used to thinking and talking about already. So it kind of made me a bit more, I think, passionate, and it made me feel a bit more grounded. And now with the second module, I feel like I'm getting a little bit more, let's say, structure. So it's like helping me actually mold the passion into something else, because I think this is something that's very distant from what I'm used to. So I'm very much not used to thinking about structure and organizing teams. So it was definitely a new perspective, but also very difficult to change my frame into.
And let me use this opportunity. So when you, for instance, when you watched Simon Sinek's video about the why and read the text by Željko Jovanović about how we are trying to change the Roma movement into something new, has this changed any of your thinking towards the future of like what kind of leader would you like to become?
I think definitely. I do remember a couple of the forum responses also to Simon Sinek's video, and I liked some of the criticism also that was put into it. But in general, I do feel like, especially with the visions that were put into the article and with the structure that came with that and with the long-term planning, that's something that I also want to implement because I'm very much focused on like kind of short term and using like language and culture. So to also now translate into more like action plans, I think that's very valuable and something that I should make use of more.
Yeah. Something that came to my mind now, as you mentioned Simon Sinek, and actually I did mention him first, so sorry for that. But there is a great podcast of Simon Sinek talking to Trevor Noah, and it's like the like two of the smartest people on Earth talking, and then at some point you realize like that they are a lot of thinkers, but not really readers. Like Simon Sinek says, like, I haven't finished a book in like last 20 years or something, like so that's a kind of surprising to me because I'm exactly the opposite. Like I wouldn't even like dare to talk had I not read at least one book on the topic. I'm like, oh, I don't know enough about that. It's hard to mention anything on that. Like, but then like the two of them, they just like speak about like all kinds of things, and you think how smart they are, and you think like they must be reading like 10 books a day. And then Simon Sinek says like, I haven't read a book in like last 20 years or something. So I think it might be easy to criticize his thoughts, but in the management environment, I think he has a lot of he gets a lot of credit on speaking about motivations and so on. So that's why I picked it, and it's absolutely okay to criticize anyone. It's okay even to criticize me, but don't make it in public because I'm sensitive to that. But tell me individually. Like,
Can I add something?
yeah. Oh, please do.
For example, also for me, what is like, remember when I watched that, it's also, for example, how we had for a long time, like leaders, but they are more like, how to say, idealistic. I think in that point, but they always hold the meaning or pattern or I don't know, schablon of thinking. It was always people who were like more in like idealistic. With this, when I watch, it was more something what pushed you to be more realistic from your condition and your point of view, how you approach the things.
Yeah. That's a great insight. Really, thank you for that, Fatlum. Has anyone else felt that way? That like maybe with this module you came more like back to reality, like not only in the sense of like not being the idealistic dreamer, but being more of a structured manager, maybe similar to what Nasi mentioned. Alan, also, if you want to say something completely different, say it. It's okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna say a bit different. Let's say that module one like told us like who you are, and the module two is saying us, okay, now when you know who you are, this is how you should lead and do the management and all of that. And as we are mentioning, like let's say the talk about the strategic vision and Simon Sinek, like as he is saying, like this is actually showing us like why we do this. Like that's the important part. And the strategic vision is telling us, okay, instead of complaining all the time about our situation, let's show how useful we can be to the society, and that the situation can improve, that we are the asset, we are the resource that they can use. So this is how I understand.
Yeah. I saw someone else had their hand up and now I forgot. So whoever was it, please speak.
Yep, it was me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I start by sharing something that Alan said? I feel like non-Roma will say we're complaining regardless the moment you address history in an assertive way because there's a white savior and guilt complex that's triggering them. So I feel like it just comes with the territory of rewriting our history. As assertive as we can be, I feel like it's a part of it. That's my experience at least. It doesn't really matter how much you sugarcoat it. Locally here, that's kind of the norm. You get that. Stop victimizing the moment you are assertive. But for me, I feel like both modules help me become more educated and have names for things that I was thinking and feeling. So that's a huge step for me. I guess it's now it's time to work on integrating everything into my life, first of all, and then my work, because they don't come separately. So yeah, there's a lot of how, why, who still, but I feel like I am a lot more educated as a first thing that comes to mind.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, thanks. I wanted to say something else and now I forgot because I started I started checking about the population and want to reflect on something you said that's actually not connected to the management and leadership, but you mentioned like how like how we keep complaining and so on, and so many times you hear people saying like, oh, why do you keep talking about the World War II, about fascism, about the Holocaust, like in light of the Roma Holocaust Commemoration Day. Um, People would tell you like, oh, but that was so long ago. Like you can't keep like, raising that all the time. And I was checking the population of Europe. So actually not Europe. That's the European Union. And there is 27.4 million people aged 80 plus in the EU. So that's people who lived during the World War II. Like if we say we ignore those 27 million people, because today is a different world and whatever, and we don't talk about that anymore. Even if you ignore all the historical facts, right? Like still you can't ignore the life story of those 27 million people. So whenever people say, oh, don't talk about slavery in Romania, don't talk about work like labor camps in Slovakia, like all those things, like, well, it's not that long ago. These are still effects of it, and like, yeah, we need to be raising that. But yeah, actually, something I now remembered what I wanted to say in reaction to Alan. I think the like what my aim was here with this module is not to like completely change the narrative or like completely change your mindsets. What I wanted to achieve is that you still have the passion in you. You are still the activist. You are still the one like raising the voice when everyone else is quiet. But as I've mentioned before, it's great that it should get a little structure. Plus, the more we use the economic arguments, the more the non-Roma will hear us, right? Because they will not hear us if we say, if we argue with our culture, if we argue with our, like cultural traditions or something, right? That they will not listen to. But if we say, hey, this is good for your pensions, they may finally start listening to us. So yeah, so that's the reason. It's not that like I want to be just looking at economic arguments or something. The reason I studied business was because I wanted to be able to use that language, not because I love business. If I loved business, I wouldn't be in the Roma movement. I would be selling computers or something, selling computer chips probably today. Yeah. So yeah. Anyone else? How is the module 1 and 2 changing the kind of leader you are?
Can I just share that I really related with what Razvan said about the module 2? Because sometimes it felt natural, and the first time I saw the things that were shared in module 2, now I have the structure and the knowledge behind it, even though I'm not fully completed the second module. Now it's much more clearer why that happens and how I may make it happen again.
Excellent. If you want to reflect on that in the final essay, that would be very much appreciated.
Okay,
you.
I will try. Will try.
Cool. Anyone else?
May I?
Yeah, I don't know who was speaking.
Atom.
Go.
Yeah, I mean, I would just like to add also something like from different point. For people like me, for example, who were like studying for sociology, and it's like really important in this part, like model 1, is we had a lot of like reference because me and a lot of also other students, we were struggling to find some kind of reference. What, for example, I remember for the first time when I had some topic about Roma, they always told me, yes, Fatlum, but these kind of reference, they are not like in the standard academic reference, what you can use like a reference, because they told like, yeah, this is like a novel, this is like a book what we cannot use in our like discipline hobbies, for example, for sociology. In this model, I think a lot of every like speaker they had a lot of like research and like a reference what you can use even in the academic way. And for me, this is what something what it's like useful in, because you have someone who get like research, who get like also a lot of people who are like every day working in that research, and they are the most expert in that field for what they are speaking. And for me, this is something like, okay, even for example with Anna, I mean, I love it like that also presentation, for example, because even in structure, even in art, even in aesthetic, it was like really useful. And when you have these kind of materials, you can feel yourself like more like able to speak for something and to approach in that way. How, for example, audience exactly in my discipline are waiting for that.
Excellent. Yeah, thanks. I hope you'll have similar experiences after you finish module 2. Yeah, many of the sources I was speaking are, I would say, well informed, but at the same time they are able to sell it in a natural storytelling way, right? Because yeah, like it's a bit hard because like any of these topics could be easily like one semester at university, right? Like we have like one session on diversity, like diversity is something you can study for your whole life. So yeah, take it as a tasting menu. Actually, I first thought, yeah, I'll give them a list of books that they can read. And Alex said, no, they shouldn't spend more than, I don't even remember, like this amount of hours. And I was saying, like, yeah, but I don't want to make it compulsory just for them if they want to read a book on the topic or something. He said, yes, that can be only additional 3 hours, not more. So yeah, like if you want individually, if you're interested in any of those topics, I can help you identify additional sources. Yeah. Anyone else who wants to conclude about how the Roma leadership program has been changing the kind of leader they are? Okay, so we have two people. I see Enes has unmuted himself, and we have Milica raising her hand. So let's do Milica first.
Oh, okay. I wanted to let him, but it's okay.
You raised your hand. You raised your hand.
Okay. So, as someone who never liked history during my education, and as someone who always, when people would mention wars, even in Serbia, and say that it shouldn't be forgotten, I was that person saying, well, who cares about that? It's over. But not in a way that it doesn't matter. I said it in a way that I think it shouldn't really be something to look at when we react to people today. Like if I had an interaction with a German person and being resentful towards them because of what happened when we are living where we are today. However, my perspective has changed because I seem to understand the importance of remembering those things now. We want to make sure that such things are never repeated. So that's the importance of it. And that teaches me to, see history as something not just more important, but also something that will surely be more interesting to me from this point.
And when you said you don't like history, is it that you don't like the way it's processed, or you don't like what was happening, or?
Yes, but also I was never, from the early age, I was a pacifist, a passionate pacifist. So wars were always pointless to me, and they still are. I don't think wars should exist, but that doesn't mean we should forget what was happening. And even, what about the situation between Israel and Palestine now that is happening? That is also something connected to that, because I'll dare to say that people in Israel have forgotten what happened, and they have become the oppressor.
Yeah.
So I understand it is important. Yeah, I don't like wars, but I have to remember that.
Yeah. It's actually quite interesting that what drives you to not like history drives me to like history. So we have the same motivations, whereas for you it's the reason not to be interested in history. For me, I like reading about history. I like fact literature about what was happening during the World War II. Not an easy reading, but also what was happening in the society, and that makes me even more worried then, because then I see they say often, what is it? Yeah, that never again is now. When we used to say oh, this can never again happen, never again happen, never again happen. It's happening now, actually. So yeah, and I forgot. I wanted to say also something else, reflecting on what you said. But thank you very much for sharing that. Enes and Razvan, I know you had your hands up or unmuted yourself, so speak.
Yes.
Razvan, I know you pulled your hand down, but you will have to speak, so get ready for that. Enes, please.
Yes, so as Milica was speaking about that, I will definitely say that it just fueled my motivation even more. Taking in consideration all the facts and all the information.
Oh, yeah, I'm afraid he froze.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
so.
Razvan, your time to speak now.
Oh,
Yep. So, I 100% agree with what you said, Milica. Sometimes I feel like, oh, it's in the past, past is past, whatever. Sometimes I feel like that argument is supposed to be a silencing argument, because, well, yeah, particularly our Roma Holocaust is in the past, but that doesn't mean it's not happening still in the world, but in a different form. Something that you very well said about Israel and Palestine. So again, I'm not sure if it's about for not remembering or forgetting about it. I feel like it's a systemic issue that enables the comfort of ignoring it or the comfort of ignorance somehow. Um, and I feel like it's irresponsible not to address it from an NGO perspective, from an activist perfect perspective, when we talk about our struggles as Roma, because yeah, we're supposed to all be solidary with each other, but to each their own, I guess. I guess. But I just wanted to like congratulate you for bringing that up.
Thank you. Alan?
Yes, I would like to say as we are speaking now, we got an email from the Professor Marsh, and I think it's getting a bit chaotic regarding what is going on with the essays and something. So maybe the communication between all of us, like to be clear what we are doing, because I think now, since today he had the volunteer meeting with us, he is more focused on putting the files into another platform, not the Roma Leadership platform. So maybe to solve kind of that miscommunication or misunderstanding, let's call it like that. So we don't need like to like I get like he's giving pretty good like what we should do and what we should be focused, but maybe the upload part and the whole technicalities to be in yes on in order.
Okay.
So yes.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for that, Alan. Definitely, I will have a discussion with Mr. Marsh. Unfortunately, I'm not in CC in those emails, but thanks for sharing that also. And if not this evening, definitely tomorrow morning, I will have a discussion with Dr. Marsh on this to clarify and to align with all the things that we have to do, especially for our program.
Cool. And as Alan has already opened the Pandora box about the technical issues and the course itself, and as I said, that we will be ending at 17:32 Central European Time. We have 3 minutes left, and I would still like to let you ask any questions that you may have about the technicalities or being unable to open a file or whatever. Has there been anything like that? Or any other questions about deadlines, anything? This thing that Alan mentioned, I believe it's now in Alex's agenda, and he will get back to you on that. We will also address the thing with lesson 6 that had the video of me speaking from lesson 5 that will be addressed. Anything else that comes to your mind that you would like to share with us?
Maybe I just
Yeah.
want to say regarding the Dr. Marsh, because he's been sending some emails about about that we can resubmit some of our videos and essays. And I think he did mention that we can if we can submit it if we want to. And he also sent us some examples. But honestly, I think that from the time management, it's very difficult to resubmit everything, even though some of us did get like less points or half of it. I would really love to do it, but I think it's from the time management, it's impossible for me right now. So I'm not sure how long it's going to be open if we want to resubmit it. The option to redo it.
And also, if we don't have the time to write and resubmit that particular essay, will that affect the grading that much?
I can't give you an answer now. I don't know if Alex can, but I understand that Alex will talk to Dr. Marsh about this, and then he will then, I guess, come back to you, or
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because unfortunately, just today I found out about also your correspondence with Dr. Marsh on email and the suggestions that he made. But from my side, as I said also at the beginning, but I will reconfirm also with Dr. Marsh. But from my side, you don't have to resubmit. I don't know, some assignments or to retake some quizzes. Just, I don't know, in specific cases, if you want to do that, but not to be like compulsory, obligatory for all of you. This is definitely something that we don't want to do in our program, especially in this period. As I mentioned, you will have the summer break. But I will clarify this with Dr. Marsh, and I will come back to you. But as I said, we want to keep this flexible approach and not to in charge you more than necessary. But related to this, because we got to this point, related to the assignments and the quizzes that you have, maybe also from behind, from the first module, and also for these second modules, also Razvan had this question for the final assignment. We think that maybe this week you take your time, as also Stano had this great creative way of yes, to see where you are with your travel. Yeah, maybe you can take this week to get to the lessons, to do the assignments, especially for the second module. But if you have also assignments from the previous module, you can do it now. Anyway, I will come back also by email to make it clear. But our intention is this, to give you this week to finalize everything, and hopefully from next week we can have all together, and also have the grading for the left yeah, lessons or assignments that you still don't have the grades. Just to complete that and to have it yeah, final. Okay, something else that I want to share with you, and then I will give it to Enes. Yeah, again, with the feedback form. Those who haven't completed yet, please try to do it these days, because again, it's important, as I mentioned, also to have your feedback, which is great and really valuable, but it's also connected, as I mentioned, to the practical component. And it will be great if in this period, in the summer break, we can have an impression, image of your choices, because it will be essential to see which are your options for the practical component, which we plan to start in November. And if I mention this, I will also briefly say something about the next steps. So we will have the third module, which is planned to start in September. Our plan, and we hope to stick with the plan, is to start on the 8th of September and to have again 3 weeks for the third module dedicated to Roma politics and civic movement. and in October to start with the art of debate module. And after that to complete the masterclass and start the practical components. So these are the big stones for the next steps. And I think this is all from my side. Just if you have additional questions related to this technical administrative component. If not, we will give the floor to Enes because he was in the middle of his answer. Please, Enes.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for the information that you have shared, actually, Alex. It is really helpful so we can know where we are heading together. So I was thinking about the feeling and the motivation that it really helped us regarding the module 1, just to get good argumentation, especially with non-Roma. And I believe that it will help us on the journey, so we can altogether create great argumentation and powerful information to share in public on that way, so we can change the perspectives. First of all, just to inform our people, the Roma as well as the non-Roma, which is even more important. I think so. Yeah, that was my point. Thank you.
Thank you. And on that note, I'm happy to conclude. If you still feel like you would like to tell me something, ideally send me an email. Second best is writing it in the forum. I would say that should even be the first step, but if you want definitely my answer, I don't know if the system can somehow tag me or something that I would get a notification. I will only see it if I open it so far, so we will have to find a way. But yes, please do reach out. I will do my best to help, and please don't forget to eat your frog. If you don't know what I'm speaking about, reach out to those who were here at the beginning of the call, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your summer, and yeah, if you still find that you're lost on the way, that you can't find the clutch in the new car or something, call me. I may be able to help.
Yeah, and congratulations for what you managed to do by now, because you are at the end. Yeah, so this is the song that I will put in the bus, in our bus. It's Romica Puceanu, a Romani singer from Romania. Yeah, so congratulations, because we are at the end of the second module, and we will continue our journey. Starting with September. Enjoy your summer break, and keep in touch. Okay, bye.
Guys,
De Vlesa, te di casa men, sa ste veste. Bye.
Blessa.
bye.
Vlesa.